Suitor's turn at the plate, and they're going to go ahead and let him hit. He's a 1 on his hitting card. There's a 2 though, so there's no chance for a balk or a pass ball, so we'll ignore that. It's a 3-8, so we go to pitcher hitting card number 1, 3-8, and that's going to be a strikeout. So Suitor is out on strikes. The inning is over, but the Cubs lead it by the final score of 5-4 after a total of 8 innings. My video's out of time, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it here, but finish the game and let you know who won later. Okay, we're going to keep going. Here's Bruce Suitor. If it takes 2 videos, it takes 2 videos. He's going to try to qualify for a win now since he blew the save. 3-8 to Rhodes as a leadoff single, though, so hold the phone. Nothing in the bank yet. Here's Griffey. 1-8 for Griffey. It's a 1-3 is a single. 4-20. Grounds to third. He grounds to third. It's a fielder's choice. 5-4. And now Griffey could be looking to run here. Let's see if he can get the jump. He's looking to get the jump. A 2 through 5 would do it. He does not get the jump, so he will not run. That means we got Joe Morgan. It's a 1. It's a wild pitch chance of 16 for Suitor. And it does. It's a wild pitch. So Suitor has wild pitched Griffey to second. Now he's in scoring position for Morgan. And it's a 5-8 against a lefty. 5-8 is a ground ball second base X. That is Mr. Trio. And Trio defensively is a 2 E30. 2 and a 9. He'll get to that. Let's check the error on the 30. 2 and a 9. 2 and a 9 is a G2. 30. And we've rolled a 16, E30. There is no 16. There's a 15, 17, and 18, but there's no 16. So it's a good play. But the run will go to second base. The runner, Griffey will go to second base. So third base. So he's at third with 2 outs for George Foster. Suitor trying to end it. It's a 1-3, and that's a ballpark home run for Foster. And we've already said on Wrigley Field, that's an automatic home run, 1 through 20. Although I think you have to roll and make sure you don't get a 20. I think that's the rule. But 19 is still going to be a home run. Can't rob home runs at Wrigley. The fence is too high. So it's a 2-run homer for Foster. And Foster takes Suitor deep. And the Reds have now claimed a 6-5 lead. And Suitor is in a little bit of shock, as is the Wrigley faithful. Dreesen 6-9, ground ball to shortstop X. That's to Jesus. He's a 2 E36. 2 and 11 is a good play. There's no I don't think there's an error on the 10 on the E36. There is not. So it's a good play, but the inning's over. And now the Reds looking to put this thing away. We'll be back for the bottom of the 9th. All right, Raleigh Eastwick looking to close it down for the Reds. He's going to be facing Bill Buckner, Bobby Mercer, and Jerry Morales. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 hitters. 3-11 is a ballpark home run chance here for Buckner. That's going to tie the game because, again, 1-20, unless we get to 20 here, that's not going to happen. It's a home run for Bill Buckner. He greets Raleigh Eastwick with a home run, and we've got a tie ball game at 6. And now the Cubs are going to look to win it here in the bottom half of the 9th. Here's Mercer. 2-8 for Mercer. He grounds to first, handled by Dreesen. 1 away. Brings up Jerry Morales. 1-10. That's a pop-up to third. 2 down. And it'll be all up to Manny Kingston Trio. Or else we're going to extra innings. 3-7 for Trio, and he strikes out. That's going to end the inning, and we're going to extra innings, folks. Oops, I don't know why I put a 0 there. It was a home run for Buckner, and that's going to keep the game from being over and send us to extra frames. Now Suitor's going to have to come out now. He threw 2 innings and has given up 2 runs, so his effectiveness is now no longer there. So we're going to the extra frames. It'll be Johnny Bench to lead it off, and we need a new Cubs pitcher. And the new Cubs pitcher will be right-hander Paul Russell. So Paul Russell is in, and he will be on to face bench Concepcion and Geronimo, and then a pinch hitter for Eastwick, as Eastwick blew the save. So here's bench. 4-4 against a right-hander. 4-4 is ground ball third base X. That is Ontiveros. And Ontiveros is a 4E22. That is a 17, so it should make that play. And an E22, and that's a 10, so that should be good as well, I would think. And it is, so it's a good play for Ontiveros as he throws bench out, one away. I'll bring up Concepcion. Concepcion. 4-7 against a right-hander. Solid single for Concepcion off of Russell. And Concepcion with his 4th hit of the game. And he's got to, of course, look to chance to get a steal, if possible, if he can get the jump. He does not, though, so no steal possible since he couldn't get the jump. And that'll bring up Geronimo. Geronimo, the batter. 110 for Geronimo. It's a fly to left, 2 down. And now we'll get a pinch hitter for Eastwick. And we'll see who the Sparky gets off the bench. They're going to go to, presumably another left-hander, Champ Summers. So Champ Summers. Champ Brett Summers, if you remember Brett Summers, if you're old enough to remember Brett Summers. Nothing on the 20, it's a 2-4. And that's a fly to left to end the inning. So Summers fails. And we'll get a new pitcher for the Reds here in the bottom of the 10th. As Sparky has to go to deeper into his bullpen than he probably wanted to. So we'll see who the available players are. And they're going to go to right-hander Santo-Alcala, I think. Let's see, or they could go to Caldwell. No, they're going to go to Alcala. Santo-Alcala is on. Not Lum. The wrong card. Not bad. Put Lum back where he belongs. And get Santo-Alcala out here. He would later go to the Expos, but right now he's with the Reds. So Santo-Alcala is your new pitcher, and he's going to be facing Steve Ontiveros. But before we do that, timeout. Okay, bottom of the 10th, Ontiveros against Alcala. 1-5 is a leadoff walk. So Ontiveros draws the leadoff walk. Next up is Mitterwald, and normally this is a bunting situation, you would think. So let's take a look here and see if that's exactly what they're going to do. It's Mitterwald, Wallace, and then the Jesus in the pitcher spot. So Mitterwald is only a D bunter, though. That's the problem. He's only a D bunter, but they may pinch hit with another guy to bunt. See who the good bunters are. They're going to go to Mick Kelleher. Mick Kelleher is a B bunter. He'll become a C bunter. It's still better than a D bunter, obviously. So we'll check and see if he can get that bunt down. It is a 6 as a C bunter. That's defense. So defense has to decide what to do with this. 6 means it went to the third baseman, Rose. Now, Rose's defensive prowess, he's a 3. Let's see here. Running speed -4 plus fielder's defensive rating. So running speed of the runner on base, Ontiveros, his running speed's a 10. So it's 10 minus the 4 plus the 3 from Rose makes that a total of 11. So a 1 to an 11 says here, for example, lead runner's rating is 1 to 14. The ball is bunted to the first baseman. Lead runner's safe range is, so safe range is 1 to an 11. So if we roll a 1 to 11, he'll be safe. 12 to 20, they'll get the lead runner. Or they can go ahead and get the shore out. And I think they're going to go ahead and get the shore out. So it's a sacrifice hit. Rose hesitated, but finally at that point decided to go ahead and throw to first. So now that'll bring up Wallace. And we will need a new catcher for the Cubs if it goes to an 11th inning. Joe Wallace is the batter. First base is open. They could walk him and pitch to Jesus. They're going to go ahead and pitch to Wallace. 4-7 against a left switch hitter batting left. That's a single, 2 stars. The ball game is over. Maybe they shouldn't have pitched to Wallace, but they did. And Wallace drives home Ontiveros. The Cubs win it by the final score of 7-6 in 10 innings. Winning pitcher was Paul Russell. The loser was Santo Alcala. Game-winning RBI goes to Wallace. And that's going to do it from here. I know this went into 2 videos because it went almost an hour long, and my camera is going to chop it into 2 videos, so hopefully you won't mind watching the part 2 when I put it out there. I'll label them part 1 and part 2 so that it's not, so that you know which one is which. But I didn't want to just not show this video because I was running out of time, because it was an exciting game. It was close. It was a blowout. I wouldn't have cared. But since it was a close game, I decided to go ahead and do it. Don't know if you like this setup in this position versus what I've been using previously, but I thought I'd try it just to be different, since I had the reign of the house to myself to do so, and had a little more room with the computer and everything else. So until next time, the next game on video will be the Chicago White Sox game against the Oakland A's, and that'll be the next one scheduled to be on the video. From here, hope everybody's having a wonderful day, playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it. And as usual, I will see you all down the road.